Hello? What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me? It's G here. Wanted to go live for a little bit, talk about some stocks. Have a few different updates, and we can just talk generic about anything you guys are interested in. But I do have a few things that I have in mind if nobody has any questions. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let me know how you guys' trading day went today as well. Actually, let me post this really quick. Oh, that was me. Let me post this link really quick just so I can see. Let me post this link so I can get a couple people, see if they're interested in here. This one? No, it's not that one. Is it that one? Maybe get the link here. Let me see. Yeah, I just want to share this really quick too. Twitter, so I can see. Yeah, let's do stocks. Stock market. Should we do stock market too? I should probably have had this done before. Yeah, I just wanted to go over the. So hope everybody's doing well today. Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to go live and do a couple questions or answer questions anybody might have. And I did want to talk about the stock market in general. I think tomorrow could be like a relief bounce. If you guys have any questions though, just feel free to put them in the comments. So obviously, like from the daily chart, I think we've mentioned a head and shoulders before when we had this. Well, this is not a good example, but when we had this head and shoulders here, we thought it would break down, but now that, you know, times develop, now it looks like a more appropriate head and shoulders pattern here. So I do expect us maybe to have a nice green day tomorrow. There's a lot of different stuff going on in the market right now, but usually for the head and shoulders, you have a retouch of this neckline here, and then if you can't like get back above it, then you break down. But for example, or a different scenario would be breaking back up to this neckline and then getting back above it, and then that would be bullish. But right now we're kind of, I think we're going to come back and retest this neckline here. So that's what I'm seeing in the SPY. I think tomorrow we should have like a green day. But today I want to go, I have a few things I want to talk about. Ggpi, that's kind of something you guys like to talk about. And also, well, a couple stocks that I'll be watching tomorrow. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I do post stuff when I can. I've been trying to do the best I can in posting stuff. And so there's a few trades that I took, and I made some nice returns. So definitely, and I've been posting a lot of the unusual whales flow stuff in there. So really just free plays if you guys are interested in those. So definitely consider following me on Twitter to get like more fast response or whatever it is. I think that's a good idea. And so yeah, I got a few plays for tomorrow. I've actually already started both of my positions. We'll talk about them in a little bit. And also want to talk about Ggpi. Of course, we're going to probably do that first because I think most people want to talk about that. And also want to talk about the German market because we have like CPI data on Thursday. So we'll go over the investing chart and the economic calendar. And so just a lot of stuff that I want to cover. But if you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments. And then so let me write this down. And then Robinhood's another thing that I want to cover. But not to mention that we also have tons of actual earnings. So if you guys are interested in any earnings, or if you guys are haven't decided on which ones to play, or you guys want me to cover one of these, just let me know as well. So feel free to ask any questions. So that's what the agenda is for today. So I guess we'll start with Ggpi. Then we'll do, I guess we could talk. I kind of already showed you guys what I'm expecting. I think tomorrow we'll have a nice relief bounce. So maybe back up to like 425 if we can get above 420. You know, 420 is going to be, you know, psychologically something that we need to get above. But I'm thinking, I really think that tomorrow would be a relief bounce. I mean, we've lost like 10% in like 2 days. Let me just do that math real quick for you. So from our highs, from like our recent highs back in, you know, last month, in a month we've lost 10%. So that's pretty insane actually. And even what's more crazy is actually just a few days ago, what was it, just 3 days, we've lost about 7%. So that is kind of on its own kind of like a little bit of a flash crash, or you know, but that's what I'm kind of saying right now. We are kind of, you know, at the local bottom from last month. So that's something that you guys might want to keep note of. I think we'll have like a nice relief bounce coming back up to retest those levels there. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the first thing. That'll be GGPI, and then we'll talk about 2 plays, or actually 3 plays that I'm interested in for tomorrow. And actually I've already got positions in all 3, but these will be all pretty good plays, I think. And then we'll talk about Robinhood too, because they had some news today, and I actually bought some more shares. So I don't know if you guys like Robinhood as a long-term hold, but I put that one in my long-term portfolio, so I think that one should do well. But they did put some news out, and then I also got an email. I'm not going to show you guys, well, I guess I could show you the email. Basically, I can send crypto now, so I think they're just finishing up the crypto wallet listings and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and shift over so you guys get an idea of what's going on with the market. And let me see what the Nasdaq is doing too, because for the most part it's probably going to be the same thing. Well, actually, yeah, it looks like it broke down underneath this like local bottom here, but it's trying to get back above it. So Nasdaq and Microsoft actually it did a switcheroo on us, I think. So I did play Microsoft. I'm kind of all over the place, but I did play Microsoft. I made some nice returns. What was this one? So this was pretty early, but I actually ended up cashing out like around 70%, 75% around there. So I did good, and luckily I closed out. Someone in the Twitter said that maybe I should just take profits, and luckily I did take the profits, so that's good. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about GGPI. Don't have any actual news. I guess we could look and see if there's actually any news. Let me pull that over here really quick, and then we can see if there's any news. And I didn't even 1 second, let me pull this up real quick. Just gonna see if there's any news, and then if there is, we can cover it. I won't be prepared on it because I didn't highlight anything, but yeah, here's Polestar news. Let's see if there's anything here. So I guess nothing really. I think there was one thing actually that came out yesterday. What was it? Oh no, it was just that performance stuff. Yeah, nothing big. Nothing since last time we've talked about Polestar. Let me see. Yeah, no, nothing new to come to mind for Polestar. But if you guys watched that last video, you guys know that we talked about, you know, talking about going back down to 1080. And I know people are gonna hate me for saying that, but I was just, you know, just being honest and being real. That doesn't mean it changes the fundamental thing about the company. It was just something that was, you know, kind of in the charts, and I think that was what's gonna happen. But we talked about this potential, you know, well, this retouching this ascending support here, and that's basically what happened. And you can see the OBB is leading as well. Let me expand that out. But this, the only thing I would be concerned of is we did break underneath like this nice support level. I was expecting us, I guess tomorrow will be a, you know, kind of a pivotal point. If we can get back above it, then we can come back to the tops. But right now, I think tomorrow, especially with the volume that we've had, I think most of that is probably short volume. So I'm thinking that we come down to like 1050. But I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. I mean, I think this is going to be one of the safer plays in general, just because, you know, you got the redemption level down here, and what's that, 80 cents to $10? What is that, like 8%? No, that's, yeah, like 8%, right? It's like 8%. So not much downside. Let me make sure I can do that for you. Let me make sure that I'm pretty sure it's 8%. Well, it would actually be less. Oh, about 7, yeah. So about 7-8%. So yeah, tomorrow I think will be a pivotal point, and the main thing I want to share with you guys is actually the options flow, the unusual wealth flow. If you guys aren't actually subscribed to this, you can get a free account. I'll go ahead and plug that stuff in real quick, 1 second, and you guys can create a free account. And just I think they just released some free flow stuff. I know they released the free flow alerts. So you have regular alerts, which is actually down up at the top, so you can get free alerts. But then you can actually... Yo, what's up, Paul? How's it going, man? Hey, I'm glad you joined. Yeah, we're talking about Polestar right now. And yesterday I actually posted on the community post. So yeah, thanks for not hating me for saying that. How far low do you think we'll come, or how far low do you think we'll come? I mean, we're kind of really, you know, at that is at this level now. So I would hate to break underneath here, but you know, anything is really possible. I think I was talking about earlier that we could have a nice relief bounce in just the indexes in general. So we could retouch 11, but I'm thinking 1050 from 1080s, you know, in the books. But I don't know, what do you think, Paul? Let me really quick find my link so you guys can get a little discount if you guys want to sign up for the unusual whales. So you can create a free account so you can follow the flow. Definitely recommend following the flow. There is that link to the unusual whales, but I did post the... Paul says he has no idea. Yeah, it's kind of hard at this price. I think one of the guys on, it might have been you, someone commented on one of my videos and they said that technical analysis doesn't really matter too much. And I guess for like SPACs right now, it's, you know, there's not too much technical analysis to really do, especially like, you know, $10 level. But when you're kind of up here and you get above or underneath these monthlies, then you can at least see a little bit of, you know, price action, or you can kind of predict a little bit of the price movement. But getting closer to $10, it's really, not to mention we don't really have much volume, so yeah, so it's kind of harder to see where this can go. But I think in the long term, what did I say in my last video? I said so I think what's gonna happen is we'll probably get an announcement like, hey guys, this is gonna be the shareholder meeting date, because there's been like rumors on, what was it, like Twitter, and about a couple emails and stuff, and some SEC filings, and I don't follow all that too much. Maybe you guys know a little bit more about it, and you can put it in the chat. But yeah, it was like May 15th, which I think is like on a Monday or something. Let me make sure. Let's see. And this stream shouldn't be too long, unless you guys have questions and stuff. Yeah, May 16 is when they're saying that they're gonna announce something. Is that right? But yeah, so I think maybe we'll get a pop like that week and stuff, but then it'll kind of die down again. So it'll kind of be something like this, maybe, you know, where we'll probably like retouch 11 or 12, but then, you know, they'll kind of drag us back down. I don't know what you guys thinking about that. But I did want to talk about the flow, because I posted this yesterday on my community tab, I think. Let me see. Oh, that's me. Let me, 1 second. I'm gonna check my community tab, because I posted it, and I don't talk about Lucid that much either, but there was some pretty big orders for Lucid too. So if you guys go to my community tab, you can see the flow breakdown. And I posted this yesterday because I wasn't feeling too good to make a video. So but I wanted to share some information, you know, if I could. So I saw this order come in, and really what I was gonna follow up with a video or a live stream. So wanted to do that today and show you guys that actually some of that order actually did stake. Or I don't know if you guys use unusual whales, but I'll kind of try to explain what's going on here. So this is, you know, this is like a think of it like a what's the word? This is just bringing in, this is like everything, all the orders and stuff, they go through here basically. Like it's bundling all the orders in the market, and basically any orders that get executed, even like stuff that you guys place, they'll show up in here. So like let's say I was to buy like 10 share or 10, this is all contracts or options, but let's say I was to buy 10 contracts, then you could probably find it in here. So what I was seeing here, let me just see if I can find. See, this is the thing with Ggpi, it doesn't really get that much premium. But right here, I just did 2,500 premium, and actually there's a lot of bearishness. But yesterday, the one that I saw was, where was it? Oh, it's not going to show up because it's just multiple days. Let me do the last 30 days. Yeah, here it is. So this was from yesterday. So 25th. This is, I saw like this huge order. And so remember, like Ggpi doesn't really get many big orders. Like you could kind of even go back down. So my initial thing from this point was it's early in the day and they bought a huge order. The next thing I wanted to do is wait overnight. So basically they opened a position, and I guess like by the end of the day had like 2,200 volume. And so if all that volume, basically that's like contracts being traded and or exchanged, and then if people hold those positions open, then they'll be carried on to the next day. So you can see like that day they had like 2,000 contracts, and then they traded 2,000 contracts, and by the end of the day or the next day there were like 4,000 positions open or 4,000 contracts open. So I posted this yesterday, but I wasn't too sure if a lot of these contracts were actually going to be kept open. And so today you can see like the market open, and the contracts that were traded yesterday, they all stayed open. But now the question is, we have like 4,000 volume again. So now I'm kind of worried that these positions that they opened yesterday, they might be closing them. Especially because we did see some bearish flow. So like, I think I showed you guys in the beginning. So this is all of the activity for today. So April 26th, we still had like 7K premium, but then you start seeing these bearish orders. So basically selling calls. And so what I'm thinking is maybe these calls that they opened yesterday, they might just be closing their positions because there's a shift in the market, I think. And actually, I might be able to see if I can. Let me see if I can do 2,000. I'm trying to see if I can find the. There's a lot of orders that were coming in. So yeah, so you see here, these are like, those are the same contracts that I saw. Was it the same contracts? Yeah. These are the 1250s. 1250s for May, or for June, I'm sorry. I do think there was like, they were expecting to move in June, and then they opened this huge position like 200K, and 200K is not a huge amount, but relative to like the stock, like the amount of volume that this one gets, then it is a lot, I think, right? So like on average it gets like 15K, but then people started getting like a 200K, and yesterday I was kind of bullish. I was thinking about, I was like, I'm gonna watch that one, see how it like opens up today, and then I might actually get a position, because if you look, I mean, we're basically done with April, so kind of things are getting, you know, close to May. So but then today I started seeing a lot of bearish flow coming in, so that's why I'm kind of just hesitant. So tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the open interest for tomorrow, like at the market open. I'm gonna see, so there's 4,000 contracts out there right now, then 4,000 basically got traded. So if these are contracts that are being open again, or like more bullishness, then we would have like 8,000 contracts, and that would be huge. But if tomorrow we go back down to like 200 or 100 or whatever it is, then that means that they probably close those positions, right? So this is what I'm watching for tomorrow. This is the Ggpi stuff, and I'm kind of gonna be on the bearish side just because of the way that these contracts came in. So this is the same contract that we just looked at, and you can see they're all bearish. And the reason they're bearish is because you basically have this spread, so the bid and the ask. So you can either buy like a contract from this side, from like, you know, for example, if I wanted to buy this contract, you could put a bid to buy it at like 79 cents, or you could put a bid or an ask, or just like go ahead and just buy it, because the seller, the guy that has this contract, he wants 99 cents, but you want to pay 79. So if you're like really bullish on something, you're like, yeah, just give it to me for 99 cents, right? But if you're like bearish, or you're selling something to somebody else, then it would be like you would kind of buy it or execute it towards the bid side. So that's how these tags are basically labeled. But anyway, so yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna see how those contracts hold overnight. But just in general, GGPI did get some bearish options activity, so that's mainly the thing I was gonna watch. And since I'm thinking that they close these call contracts, I'm thinking we will probably continue to go down. That would make sense, right? So I don't know. This is gonna be the news for GGPI though. So, because in my opinion, June still has plenty of time, but I think the market kind of flipped, you know, and everybody's like panic selling. So I think they just might be closing those positions, or they could just double down on those call contracts. So Paul says good explanation. Thanks. Oh, great, man. Glad. Yeah, and I'm not the best explainer, but you know, maybe I can help where I can. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they? So I mean, it would be bullish if they, you know, we had a bad day today and they ended up getting more contracts. But realistically, it just looks like it makes more sense that since these numbers are like so close together, if they did like 7,000 in volume and then they had like 4,000, then it would kind of be more, you know, in the air. But since it's 4,000 and then 4,000 were open, like it's, you know, it's more likely that they're closing those positions, which is kind of bearish. So since they're basically, if we're going to go that scenario, then I'm thinking that they're probably expecting more downside, especially since we have like, maybe, I know it's almost May, but we still have like about 2 weeks, well, basically 3 weeks. So that's going to be a lot of theta burn. Like, it's just going to be money that's just like dead money, and you know, you're basically just losing money for not having any, like if you have that contract and it doesn't do anything, it just goes sideways, that contract still loses value. So I think what they might be doing is just closing those positions, and then maybe they'll reopen a lot of stuff down at this bottom part. So I think that's what's going to happen. At least that's what I'm going to be watching on the options flow of the side. I'm going to see how these follow up tomorrow, and then I guess just kind of watch this ascending support that we have, because we technically have like those higher highs, right? But if we break here, then you know, things could fall back down to these levels here, about 1040, and we've kind of been there before, so I wouldn't be surprised if we revisit that. So, and then another thing you can also watch is the OBV. So it looks like we are back in this channel here, which I don't really like, but yeah, we really want to stay above this level right here. And I kind of messed that one up, but right there. Paul says, I really want to see what will happen tomorrow. It'd be cool if your prediction is right. Yeah, which prediction? The would it be the options contract? It can really go both ways. It'd be nice to see them double down on some contracts, because honestly, these still have time. They have like 2 months, like, so they still have plenty of times. But I mean, you can always get these cheaper. And I'm honestly, the reason I'm following the contracts on GGPI is because I also want to get contracts, right? So I already traded GGPI contracts one time, and I made like pretty good amount of money. So like with that profit, you can always like buy more shares, or you can, so I don't know, you can get whatever you want. Yeah, Paul is bearish on GGPI prediction. Yeah, I think I'm bearish on GGPI prediction too, but I did, so yeah, I'm gonna just, those are a couple things I'm gonna be like a couple indicators, right? So the ascending support, how the contracts open up, and then watching the OBV. But I think we might get like a relief bounce. I don't know if you were in here, but this is the SPY. This is not going to track GGPI, but it's an overall view of the market, and we're basically near the bottom here. So I mean, if like no news really escalates and stuff, I mean, I think we could retouch like 420 first, right? But 425, just to I think you might have been in here actually, but we've talked about head and shoulders patterns in here, and so this is basically another head and shoulders, right? You're gonna usually go retouch this neckline, so come down, go back up, and then depending on how you like, you know, react at this level, then you can either break down, which would be bearish, and then you basically come down like this distance, so like this distance. So you would basically come down from here all the way to like this distance here. Maybe I can do this in a better way and cleaner way. So let me just do this really quick for you. So usually like the Head and Shoulders does like the distance, it breaks down the distance of your head. So kind of like this. It's not going to do 100% of it. I usually like take my profits like around 70% because you never know if it's really going to come all the way down there. But this is just like a eyeball idea. So that would be like close to like 400, like 480, which actually we have a gap down here. And this is marked from a long time ago, but we have a gap down here. Let me see if I can mark it. So this is right here. We have like a little baby gap here at 400. So that could be I didn't know about that SPY. I'm pretty new to stock market. Yeah, this is the SPY. So this is like the top 500 companies, and you can also do like the this is the S&P 500. It's just like an index basically. But I don't know. Let me pull up a Head and Shoulders pattern for you. And I'll show you that it's saying Head and Shoulders shampoo, but usually like on charts like this, you have a retouch of that neckline. Let me find a good example. So some of these don't show it, but let me find it for you. Hey, let me know what you guys think of the music too, because it's by the homie Rifty Beats. I don't really see any good ones. I've seen it before where it always retouches the neckline, but there we go. This is a better example. Let me see if I can open this. How do you open this? In a new tab? Let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see. There we go. You see how you break down? You break down, then you retouch this neckline. That's basically what I'm seeing. And so you have like this shoulder. You have this other shoulder. They don't have to be the same size. And then you have this bigger like price action or whatever, right? So I'm gonna clear this out, and you guys let me know if that's what you guys see in here. But now it's gonna be a little bias on here because kind of explained it, but let me see if I can zoom out. So that's basically what it looks like, right? Or no? Oh, can't really hear the music. That's good. You guys, I think people don't like really hearing the music, so. Unless you guys want me to turn it up, I can. It's just some anime music. But, yeah, do you guys see the Head and Shoulders here? I originally thought, like, this was back in, like, what was it, like, February? I thought this was the Head and Shoulders pattern here. Because it came down, and then it did this shoulder here. And then it broke down. And, actually, I mean, it might have been a Head and Shoulders pattern here, actually. Like, you have the shoulder, the head, and then the shoulder. You broke down the head, the neckline, right? But then you come back and retouch it, and you actually broke through it, and that's actually bullish, right? But this, and that, so like when you come and retest the neckline, if you don't like hold that level, then you break down. But if you do hold it and break out, then it's like, it's a bullish and like thing basically. So, but so basically, yeah. But now, this one basically broke out, so it wasn't a Head and Shoulders. But now we have another attempt at another Head and Shoulders, basically. We have another try. Background music is good as long as your voice is much clearer. I think I see the neckline too. Okay, great. Yeah. So, but yeah, this isn't financial advice, but this is just what I'm seeing so far. And actually, I can just get rid of that. But yeah, this is. I think we come back. I mean, it might not be tomorrow. I think it might be tomorrow, but it could be later in the week. The only thing I would be worried about is economic data. So let's go to investing.com, because on Thursday, and this is actually gonna kind of diverge me into a different thing. But let's see, my watch list. Where's the economic events and stuff? So you can go to investing.com and you can find events and stuff. Let's see. Economic indicators. Where is it? Here we go. Economic calendar. So here we go. And if you guys can just take a second to hit the like button for me too, I appreciate it. Just so we can get this video out to other people, but you don't have to. But let me go ahead and do this. So I'm going to do filter by this week. And then what we're gonna do is, where's the filters? We don't really, where's the, well, let me first do, I think, I might just, let me just go to my Twitter, because I probably, this is where I saw it. I'm gonna go to my Twitter really quick. If you guys want to follow me here, you can too, but you don't have to. I'm just gonna, yeah, here's my wins from today. I made like 74% on Microsoft. I think it's a retweet actually. Let me just go on here. We have CPI data. I mean, I was gonna visually show you guys, but basically it's CPI data. Paul said he liked it. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. So yeah, if you guys want to follow me here, you guys can definitely do that. I'm just trying to find the, this was all the way, I might have passed it already, but here we go. Yeah, so on Thursday we have Germany. Oops, it's not the best. Let me just save it really quick. Actually, I'm gonna save this picture really quick, and then I can show you guys. Sorry for the, I like get nervous when I'm streaming, y'all. Sorry, 1 second. Let me save it and then I can show it to you guys. I just get nervous when I stream and stuff. I just like to do my videos, you know? You know, I hate to mess up. There we go. So, oops, it doesn't let me. Okay, here we go. This is like all the German economy releases for April 25th. And so on Thursday.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, that's my Google thing. My bad. So where is it? We have consumer confidence. The CPI is what I was looking at. German CPI. This is gonna be on Thursday. So, and then we also have some China stuff. But I think on Thursday, and actually we can. We also have the U.S. personal income spending and stuff. So I think we have a lot of economic numbers that are coming out. And I think that can like put some fear in the market. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. But as far as like the SPY, I think we come back up to this level, right? I kind of lost my place, but the reason that so this is basically the German index fund, and this is one of the plays that you guys can play this week. I'm kind of diverging from Ggpi now, but if you guys have Ggpi questions, just put them in the comments. But I think the Germany, I think European market and stuff they'll probably end up like collapsing more. Like their inflation's gonna be way worse because just like everything that's happening over there, they're getting affected a lot more. And I have a friend that lives there, and she says like inflation is crazy, and she's kind of worried and stuff. But yeah. So, and I think one of the guys in our Discord, he said that last time the European economy collapsed before the U.S. economy. So, yeah. So I think these events here, these numbers and stuff, I think those will give us an indication that it could start that, you know, that flash crash or not flash crash, but like fear, I guess. And so like I actually got puts for this is the German index fund, and you guys can expand on this if you want. Let me see if I can find it. It's the shares for the index fund. It's just basically like the SPY for the index, I guess you could say. And look at this. I'm still remaining short on German equity right currently. Somebody commented on there, but yeah, I'm gonna be bearish on the indexes for Germany. Like I hate to bet against the economy, but it's gonna happen regardless, and you might as well make money with it. And so like at this point, I think we're gonna come down to about 24 basically. I mean, I think it'll be more dramatic, but right now we're underneath this monthly level here. So that's actually like a bearish, like, so we try to get above it, and then we got brought back down. We tried again and we got brought back down. So that's bearish. So basically, you know, it was trying to go in an uptrend, but it basically got rejected. If I can explain that right. But yeah, I think that like just from stuff that I've been hearing, like the German economy is like in a really bad state, and also like I think China, I think some tinfoil stuff, but they're like breaking down, and they're doing their lockdowns so that they don't like expose themselves basically to the to how bad their economy is right now. So that could actually be another play. You could play some Chinese stocks. Obviously, we played this one. I don't know if you guys were here, but we had this kind of this pattern, and now it's working to fill this gap. I think it probably still comes down to 30, so that'd be like $4 from here. But yeah, I think Chinese stocks would be something that you guys can still play. I think it's still early. So yeah, like 10%. It'll be like 10%. But yeah, so what I'm doing is I got the puts for, and I can show you guys. Let me see which ones I got. I think I posted them on my Discord. Here we go. Damn. No worry, man. It's just like people watching streaming. Looking through my portfolio right now while having your streaming. Hey, let's go. Which ones are you watching? Which I can yeah. I can relate. Which companies? I'm curious to know which companies in your portfolio. Even if you stop streaming all of a sudden. Even notice. True for sure. This is the ones that I bought. Let me see. No, that's the Hall of Fame. The trade alerts, I would just post it. That's another spread. Then I posted these, the EWZs or the EWGs 2022s. I bought these for like 58 cents when I like told people about them. I think they're like at 78 cents right now. You can join the Discord too if you guys want. I think it's in the description of the video if you guys want to join. I've been getting a couple people joining. But yeah, we don't have that many people in here yet. It's just like if you need a place to hang out. You don't really have a place that... If you don't really have a Discord, then you can join that one if you want. I can post the link actually, 1 second, if you want. I think I have a link. I think... What was it? Yeah, if you guys have any questions, post them. I'm just chilling. I have like stuff to talk about, but I get nervous. Like my ideas are in my head, but it's hard for me to bring them out, I think. You know what I'm saying? So like the concept for Germany, I think it's there. Like I think the European market will probably like have a pullback or whatever before the US. And then like a lot of that money, like the rich wealthy people in there, they'll probably flood to the US market and like put their money in the US market. So I think it'll take a lot longer for the US to actually like collapse. But this is all like tinfoil stuff too. So do you guys have any tinfoil ideas? You guys can post them in here. Here, let me post the free Discord. You guys want it? You guys can join. It's free. Got out of AMD at 91. Good that I got out for sure. For Ggpi and Disney. I want to pull up Disney. I think Disney's a good stock. I didn't know it was down at this level. Last time I traded this one, I was trading it around 130. Where's it at now? 115. Do you think it probably comes down to 110, I think? I don't know. I'm sure you're a long-term investor, so you might not be too worried about the short term. Do we have a gap here? Let me see. It's cool. I'll be going soon anyway. I don't got the Discord. Oh, you don't have the Discord? No, it's free. You can join. It's free. It's no charge. Unless you say you don't have a Discord account. You can make one if you want. I think there's a few people in here that join, but they don't really talk. So yeah, it's all good. You don't have to join if you don't want. It was just if you guys need a place. You talk about specific stocks in more details than other people. Appreciate it, man. I'm not sure if do you follow me for the Ggpi content or for the other content? I need to talk more about the other ones, but I don't know. I think everybody in this channel likes Ggpi. I think that's most of my views come from. So it's cool. Ggpi's price target. I want to hear your price target first, and then I'll let you know my price target. Honestly, I always kind of talk to you guys about price targets. I relate it to Lucid because a lot of people were buying this around 40, and I didn't think it really needed to be up this high. And actually, oh, he doesn't really use it. My price target for Ggpi, I think it's, where's the market cap on this now? 29 million or 29 billion. Let me see if I can pull up my Excel sheet again. I always use this excuse. $40 for per like what time frame? What time frame? Blue, which one? I mean, I could see $40, but I don't know about your time frame. You have to tell me about your time frame. I'm gonna show you something here. What was 1764? This is kind of an outdated timeline or time thing, but what's Polestar trading at? 1080 something? 1084, right? Okay, so these are market caps. 29. No, that's good too. Some people just talk about one stock. Okay, and that's boring. Yeah. I think a lot of most of my views come from Ggpi, but I like to talk about stocks that in general I think are good. No, Blue said 40, but I'm not sure when. I think right now, like where people are taking fundamentals like really strict and really serious, I think that it's hard to see. Like $40 would be, I'm just gonna give you an idea. It'd be like an 85 billion market cap. I don't know if that's realistic, right? Because what did we make, like 1.6 billion this year? Or yeah, 1.6 billion this year. Like in 2021 we made 1.6. So you would have like a price to sales of like 53. That's what it looks like at $40. So that's like pretty expensive. It's not as crazy as like Rivian or Fisker, but it's still like really like rich valuation. So I think like right now with everything going on, like I still kind of want to stick with like $15 as like the price target. So that would actually match up Lucid's market cap too. Like market cap for Lucid's about 32. And so if we go to 15, it kind of have the same market cap. Obviously though, I think Polestar probably should have a bigger market cap because they have way more money, but I'm just going off of the EV sentiment. I can tell you this thing. Go on, King. Let me know. I think I could update this sheet really quick too for us. Let me see what is Rivian trading at. Rivian got destroyed, man. $30, 30.64. I think I'm gonna spend some time and update this Excel sheet and see if I can share it with you guys so you guys can use it. Just so I don't have to keep updating it. Ford's good too. I think it dropped after hours because of GM. Is that right? I really like Neo too. I don't know. Do you guys like Neo? I really like Neo. I've kind of been like a Neo hater because it was like really expensive and a lot of people wanted to keep buying it, like over here. So 70% of my students chose Polestar. Oh, nice. I didn't know you have students. Do you have a? This isn't Joe, is it? Is this Joe or is it somebody else? It says Paul. I have a guy in here that's name is Joe. He's like a teacher too. I see great potential. I'm really just looking for the right timing. Okay. So do you not have a Polestar position? I think would it be like anything like 1040 is, I mean at 1040 is a good risk reward. At 1040 we would probably have so I've already updated all these prices, but let me actually, I forgot Tesla. 1 second. I updated the revenue stuff. Dang, Tesla got crushed. That's right, 12% today. You guys know why this is happening, right? Do you guys know why Tesla fell so much? I think it's because of the okay, you're a different person. I'm really just looking for the right timing. I guess so. You don't have a position yet. Holding for a few weeks. Yeah. Hey, that's good, man. You sold near the top, but that doesn't mean I don't think people should get mad at you for selling. I think you're doing. I mean, like you can also have multiple portfolios. So, like for example, when I traded the Ggpi contracts, I'm not gonna hold them till they expire. I'm just gonna take profit. But yeah. So no, you did good. I mean, and now that I guess you took profit. I'm assuming you took profit on those Polestar shares. You can also like now get a couple more shares. You know, because you still believe like. I think people need to understand that as long as you like your thesis on the company hasn't changed, like it's okay if you sell and then come back in, you know? This isn't like a short squeeze or something. This is just you're just making money off of the short-term volatility basically, right? That's what I think. Is this like big enough for you guys? Can you guys see these numbers? Let me see. So, Ggpi at $15 would have a 31 billion market cap. And actually, I'm just gonna hide one of these things real quick because we don't really need. I'm gonna hide this. Is there a way to hide this? Yeah. Okay, here's what we this is what we really want, what we really care about, this, and then we'll take a look at the market cap. We care about that too. And then the price. So these are three things you really care about. I mean revenue too, if you care about that. But we did good for revenue, 1.6 billion, and that's really crazy that they actually like met their goals, not to mention that. But Twitter, yeah, so yeah, that's what, yeah, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that I don't know, I don't want to get politicianal, but just yeah, there's Twitter's like took a dump. I actually I made good money on Twitter, and then I bought more contracts. And I got wrecked because after the halt, the premium just got destroyed. Like it just, like I don't know what happened. I still like Polestar, but that doesn't mean I cannot get out for a short term. Right? Yep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think there's just that that mentality from like the AMC movement and stuff. It was like really toxic. So. What do you think about Twitter though? This is an interesting play right now. I think the play is dead, me personally. Because right now, basically it's basically gonna act like Activision now, where like they did like is this Activision? Didn't they do a price offering for like $80 or something? And it's not even up at that level. It just kind of hovers over this like 4%, 5% below its, you know, acquired date or acquired target. So it's like at 80 something, right? It's like I guess they're gonna buy like for 81 or 84, but it's not trading at that premium. Like, so Twitter's just gonna be like dead money, and it's not gonna trade at like the $54 anymore. It's gonna trade a little underneath it, and it's basically just bait for people that are willing to hold like a year out to gain like 3%, 4%. So I think the play is kind of dead, and but yeah, and then I guess Twitter's like pushing down Tesla because what is it that he needs to pay the money or something? Hold up, let me. Hey, one of my homies just said that he watched one of my videos. Good stuff, clear audio, edits are good info. Hey, let's go. Blessed. Fire emoji. Hey, let's go. So yeah, what were we talking about? You don't do Twitter? I have no idea. I only do Twitter because I get fast information. So I've subscribed to a couple people, like right here, like Zero Edge and I guess Reuters, stock market. So basically when something comes out, like just anything that comes out, if you have the notifications, like you have the notifications here, then it'll alert you, and that kind of give you an edge in the market, you know what I mean? So I just follow a couple different like news sources, and then kind of keeps you in the game, you know what I'm saying? So like as soon as something comes out, I'm trying to stay on top of it. So I just get a notification on my phone. Hey, this was funny too though. I don't know if you guys seen it. I think I retweeted it. I retweeted it again so you guys can peep it later. I kind of got distracted. Okay. Let me get back on track, y'all. Let me get back on track. So we talked about Ggpi, and I'll try to timestamp this stuff for people that watch the live stream later. If I don't forget to timestamp it, I'll do that for you guys. We talked about the overall market. So let me just recap you guys on the overall market. I think we come back and retest like 420, 425. For Polestar, I'm kind of bearish on the short term, but I'll be watching those options again, right? And then I think Wednesday or Thursday, well, Wednesday, I think tomorrow we have a nice relief bounce. And then Thursday, remember the economic data is going to be there. So I'm going to be bearish on like the European market. But I'm also going to be bullish on like oil and energy and stuff. And this is actually going to be a good play here. I think summertime, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but oil and everything, like just commodities, are going to be hot. And so this is just basically consolidating, right? So just give it another 2-3 weeks, probably like beginning of May, mid-May. This thing can probably break back up to like 35. I mean, this is 37, but I'm just, being conservative here, like $35. But it can also break down. Just basically expect a big move towards like mid-May here. This is the oil, the Brent oil here. So this is on the daily here. But I don't know. You guys like oil? I'm a big oil guy right now, big commodity guy. But I'm bullish on oil, so I would be watching this. There's like other ones that you can play. UNG. This is, and we can actually, we should talk about flow. Like, I guess we should talk about flow. Yo, man, it's fun to see you getting distracted. Yeah, thanks. You should do that more often, even intentionally. Other streams get damn boring, for sure. Man, I think it's not like, yeah, I'll do that, but it's not even intentional. I just like, I have so much stuff going on in my head, and like I can talk about stocks all day, and that's why I kind of want to do live streams, because I mean I can just spitball all the stuff that's going through my head. But like yeah, for like example, let's see if we have any. Oh, it's not going to show up anything, is it? Yeah, this is B&O, is the Brent oil, guys. People are starting to load up, and these are baby orders, but let's go ahead and crank up that premium. Let's see if we can get some orders. 420. This is the last big order. Okay, so not much big orders. Okay, so maybe not much orders. Let me expand that. Let's see how the overall flow levels are for Brent oil. See what we got here. So this is a good example here. So this is going to break down all the premium for $1,000. This is the bullish indicator. So this is for, I might need to zoom in for you guys. But this is kind of correlating to June. So in June, usually oil's the most expensive because people go out the most. I'm trying to look for that short video you just showed me. Oh, man, I can post it. I don't think you can, I don't think you need a Twitter account to look at it. I got you real quick. Copy link. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Hopefully it sends you in that way, in that direction. Yeah, dude, Elon's crazy. I mean, this is the made-up one, but yeah, that's his first day at the Twitter headquarters, basically, is what they're saying. So, I don't know. Are you guys bullish on oil, or are you guys bearish on oil? I think I'm not a US citizen, but I heard that there's a rumor Elon is trying to unban Trump. Yeah, I think, yeah, there was that rumor. I think it was actual news though, but I think he said that he wasn't gonna join. Let me look that up for you. Trump, Twitter, Elon. Let's just do those keywords here, and you can just see here. What's up, NASCAR? Yo, How's it going, man? We're just talking about we're just chatting, honestly. We're just chilling. We're chilling like a villain. Trump insists he has no plans to rejoin Twitter. And where are you from, Paul? I'm just curious. But yeah, it's not like it's a you know why he's not going to rejoin Twitter? Because he has his own social media platform, which he doesn't use, but I mean, it's basically like if you have a product, you're not gonna go use the competition's product. You're gonna try to use your product, or you're gonna try to promote your product, right? Because I was hearing that people say that Trump has a lot of failed businesses, and they're saying like it's gonna be another failed business. I didn't really like Trump back in the day, but now that you have like, I'm not trying to get politician or anything, but now that you like, if you like do stock markets and stuff, and you see what's going on with the world and stuff, you can kind of appreciate Trump a little bit more, you know. The only thing I don't appreciate is like the immigration stuff a little, but you know, I'm not gonna get into all that. But yeah, like some of the stuff about like just like so much money spent like pointless and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of annoying and it's frustrating because people that are like, you know, in the stock market are kind of aware of the economic events, like people that are aware of stuff, like not your average Joe, like so it's just, you know, he kind of like, I mean, he was looking out for his own money, like he was looking out to save in taxes, or I'm not sure, I don't know the whole story about that, but I mean, obviously he was looking so he didn't like get screwed over, but it's also gonna, he's also looking out for other people. I don't know, maybe I'm being selfish. NASCAR is asking if I played GNS. Dude, I thought about you that day. I saw it came down exactly to where you said it was like $13, and then it did run up to 30, and then I think it dumped, but I did watch it. That was crazy. It's at 5 now? What the freak? Dude, that's crazy. Bro, what you predicted it basically like exactly how it played out, no? It dumped down to 12. Yeah, it dumped down to 12, and then right. Yeah, I saw that because I woke up early, dude. I woke up like at 4, like 4 a.m. or something. Some of your comments, you were almost antagonizing me for my call. But yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that, man. No, you know, my bad for not, you know, listening to you. I think you had another play. I don't know if that one played out, but GNS, I'm not, what was it like? It was just a random play. I think you brought it up last time. They were doing, oh yeah, it's like an educational company or something. I think they just went public or something. But NASCAR brought it up last time, and he was talking about a potential second day run, which actually did play out. I think it just like sold off as soon as the market opened. Like I think here, let me see. Yeah, it's insane. This is crazy. So imagine if I would have got trapped up here though, you know? Like imagine me buying at 25 and then it does this. Like that actually happened to me. I bought support.com, which is Greed. Is this Greed? They screwed me over on this one. I was buying the hype. This one was the, I got 2 big IPO plays. Yeah, there's that one guy you told me that you follow or something. I think that's what you told me. There's the, is that the same place from that guy or somebody else? I forgot. Let me see, what do I have? I've been getting distracted, bro, for real. For sure, yeah. Nobody can beat profits. Yeah, NASCAR did good on that one. It's hard with this market right now. What did you say the ticker was? NASCAR or the IPOs? Honestly, the ones that I want to talk about are is Home Depot. I don't know if you guys play contracts. Do you guys play contracts? This is the one that this was gonna be my other play. And actually, I've already got, I guess I could show you guys my play. Let me log into my Robinhood real quick. But this is basically the one that I'm doing. I don't know if it's the best play that I've done. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. I'm basically doing a spread. So let me see where my stuff is. I have $10 in buying power. I basically spent all my money today trying to do some plays. Home Depot. This is a small little play that I'm trying to see if it works out. Let me see, trade options. Let me see. Okay, here are the options. So this is what I did. So I think, so let me just start off with the, I guess we could start with the unusual flow. Let's start with the, let's just forget about oil. Let me see if I can find it. 200K. There's just so much stuff to cover. This is going to be my second play. Let me see what time this is. 1 hour. So I'm going to try to timestamp this 1 hour. Let me go over this play real quick for you guys. So unusual whales, like I said, you guys should check them out to get your to get an idea of the options flow and stuff. And I post like free alerts on Twitter too if you guys want. But I saw these orders come in today. So these are huge orders. So this is like 200K orders. Like this is pretty good amount of money. And somebody today around 11 o'clock my time, so kind of like 3 hours into the market, people started buying the 270 puts. So mind you, the stock was at like $300, I believe. Where was it at? Let me see. I mean, basically we're at 300 right now, but people are already buying the 270 puts, and it's like two huge orders. So like 400K, 600K. So that's a total of like $1 million. So, Paul's gonna hop off now. Talk to you later. Alright, hey man, appreciate you showing up for a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you join the next one and stuff, and maybe I'm a little more organized next time. But I'll try to timestamp the plays if you guys want to look at them later. NASCAR, more bullish. Hey, take care and keep moving forward, Paul. I'll see you in the next one, bro. NASCAR says I'm more bullish. Teton, think the 10x potential from the 4 pre-IPO. 17 looking for multi-halts. Sheesh. Is this a new one too? I think you said this was a new one, right? Teton? Not even up here yet. Tenon. On OST. Oh, I know OST. OST. Oh no, this is not. Alright, man. Thanks, bro. I don't see these on here, NASCAR. They might need to pull them up on the oh, these are IPOs, so they don't have any trading data yet, right? I will add these to the watch list tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a little busy day for me, so I'm not gonna be like active at all. I gotta go in and do something, so I'm not gonna be like really active on Twitter or anything tomorrow. So I might just watch these from the sidelines, to be honest. Tion and OST, right? Okay. And actually, I could probably find those on the Webull. On the Webull app, they have like the IPO list. You buy shares though, right? You're just buying shares because they don't have the contract chain list out for those yet. Okay, so let me go ahead and cover Home Depot. So this is Home Depot. Basically, I think breaking under $300 is like really bearish, and you can kind of see like it's already been teasing it. Like it came down right here, and then it got right back up, and now it's coming back down again. Right, so I think that's it's looking to break down, basically, is what I'm looking at. And if it does break down, which I think it broke down after hours, like I guess we would come down all the way to like 280 basically. So the play that I'm doing, and so the contracts are really expensive for Home Depot. Did you see what Nooks did today? I think that's extremely bullish for Teton, seeing they're the same underwriter. No, I didn't see that. Did they IPO today too? Oh, maybe I did see this one. I think some people were talking about this one. I don't know what they do. What's the float on this one? 300 million share float. baby float. Well, it's okay. No, it's not a baby float. Operates as technical healthcare. Where do you think this is gonna go? Let me go to the 15-minute, get a better idea. It's trading at what? $7? What's the prediction on this one, NASCAR? You got any predictions on this one? Are you just bullish on this one? Sorry, I had it. Alright, no predictions then, huh? I'm not exactly sure what it'll do. It looks like it's getting back underneath this 200 moving average already. It's really weird that it did get stopped here at 13. I thought it would come up all the way to 20. You think the market has something to do with it? This one's pretty cool though. Oh, okay. This is just a follow-up play. You said I think this was the same underwriter, basically. Yeah, I'll watch Teton. I didn't know you were like a big guy on the IPOs. I think you mentioned them last time, but I didn't follow them too much, to be honest. Which ones are these? These are the, so I don't know if you do spreads. I think you don't. I don't know. Do you trade options? I forget. So this is basically what I did. I bought, well, for the contracts that I did, I ended up selling calls and I bought calls. Is this the ones that I bought? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. I sold these, the 75s, I'm sorry. I sold 75s and I bought 80s. So basically what I'm doing here is I expect the share price to be underneath $75 by May 20th. And that way I basically collect the difference in premium here. So if you take a look at the little breakdown here, I sold the 75 calls for like, let's say, how much is it? 2,900. And then I bought them for 25 as like an assurance, like an insurance. So if, let's say somebody does go above this level, or if, what's the word? Like, let's say it stays above this level, then I have contracts that can like basically void these, is what I'm saying. Is that right? NASCAR said the real play is Teton. I'm gonna be watching it tomorrow. But I'm trying to see if I can explain this correctly. This is a call credit spread. So I sold these. Right, so I sold these in case that the stock like remains above like 275. Then I have to have shares for those contracts, so I use these as insurance, is what I'm trying to say. But like the difference here and between here is profit. So basically you'll get like $400 by risking like 90 something dollars. What I did, I bought them for, what was it? I think I'm getting like, I'm barely up on this, but like $412 per contract. And I'm risking like 80, maybe I can just look on my thing really quick. 1 second. I don't know if you guys want to, if NASCAR, I don't know if you play the contracts. 500. So it's a $500 spread but I am risking 412, so 88, and I got 3 of them. So I'm spending I spent $264, and I can get 412 times 3, so 1200. So I can make, basically I can turn 264 into like $1,500 if Home Depot closes underneath 275. If it closes anywhere in between, then I can still make money. If it closes above 280, let me just get this out of the way. If it closes above 280, then I'll lose it all. But with like the current market conditions, right, I'm expecting a continuation to the downside, and the chart here as well. So this is just a cheap way to play contracts, because the contracts on them, like on their own, are like really expensive. Like if I wanted to get a contract for 280 for May, I'd be paying like $2,500 for one contract. So this is a way to mitigate, because to cut down on, it's like a shortcut to, or not a shortcut, but it's a way for you to be able to like play more expensive stocks without you know. Anyway, this is Home Depot. This is a 15-minute. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm expecting, I mean, just under $300. You can see the $300 level here. This is like a really strong support. It's been a strong support here, but it's now like been trying to break down, like it's been teasing us, right? So if we break down, things could get really crazy, because look at the support level. Like there's really no support recent history here. No support. We do have support here, but you know, even to this level, it's $10. So from 299 to 290, it's a still good, it's a good move in the contracts world. It might not be a lot in the stock price, but in the contracts world, it's like leveraged. So, you know, but yeah, that's what I'm expecting. I'm not gonna hold. Oops, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna hold those spreads till expiration, just in case it closes above. But I do expect to get some premium, like, so as these contracts like go further into expiration, their value also goes down because of like the data decay. And also if they go down to like, let's say 290, 285, then they'll lose a lot of value, because right now they're worth 2,500, but that's because it's trading at 300. When it's trading at like 285, then these will be worth less. So this is the play that I'll be playing. Well, I actually already have my play. I have 3 of these, so I'm doing a call credit spread. I really wanted to do like the 285s and the 280s, or something like in the 80s, just because I think like the 280 really is going to be a strong resistance or support. But I think the risk, what was it? No, like on the 280s, let me just clear this out. See if I can clear it. I think when I did the 280s, the risk reward wasn't as good. Let me make sure though. So I would sell the 280s, and I would buy like the 285s. What does this mean? It's loading. Okay, I just don't think the risk, like the ratio there wasn't that great. So that was the first one. Let me do, yeah, that was the first one. The next one is Wayfair. It's like a Chinese furniture company. I'm like, it's been shorted for forever and stuff, but I'm playing this to the downside as well, because we don't really have any support anymore. So this is like 2020 levels here. Oh, before I shift over to the next play, this is the reason that that caught my eye, was these orders here. This one right here, and then this one too. This was like a huge order right here, the 1 million here. And I might just do a Twitter post, excuse me, to kind of break down everything. But again, they sold 200, well, no, I'm sorry, they bought 270 puts. They bought these huge orders here. These are huge orders, right? Because I filtered them out by 200k. They bought 2,100 contracts. They bought 1,400 contracts. Then they also bought the 280s. This is a different order also, but this is like 1.2 million in like bearish flow. Then you had like a little bit of bullish flow, but then you also have like more bearish flow on Home Depot. So I'm not saying it's like a good short opportunity, but I think it's a good opportunity to get some puts, especially if the indexes continue to go down. This one's the really big, and actually I didn't, this is the first time seeing this one. This is the only one that I noticed come in, and that was like around lunchtime. This is actually around close time, so people actually doubled down. This is not going to be a put position. This is going to be a call position, but they're closing it, or not closing it, or they could be closing it, or they could be selling it. So they could be like collecting premium by selling the calls, the 335s. And so what this also tells me is that, you know, for June, they don't expect the stock to be trading at 335. So I don't know. That was just an idea there. So yeah, there's just barely bearish flow in general for Home Depot. And then also, before we go over, I'm going to show you guys the breakdown on it. This is the flow levels. So this is just like a visual display. So minimum premium of 30K and above. And you can see the bearish premium is 72%, with like a lot of the activity happening in May, like mid-May and June. So June and May, well, May in particular is going to be a bearish month, because it's like a sell and May go away thing, and you know the vibes. So yeah, so this is like, it has a huge like interest in bear activity here, with the strike prices being centered around 270. So that's like 30K minimum premium. So that's another thing that just to kind of watch. And then here's the top 6 floor trades, minimum 25K. These are basically some of the ones that I covered. So you have the Home Depot one. They're selling those calls, which when they're selling those calls, they're collecting premium, and they don't expect it to be above 335, right? So that's a bearish trade, right? And then you can look at the other ones, but it's the same thing. Here, it's a flow breakdown of basically the bearish and bullish premium. You can see 200K and plus, 88% of that premium is bearish. So, you know, just kind of backing up all my thesis from the flow chain breakdown, you can see like the volume is going to be about mid-May, and then those mid-May here, the 520s is where it has most of the volume. It's like 10K in volume. NASCAR says it was a pretty strong day for low caps, 2 stocks up over 200%. EVOC, I wonder how many days there have been multiple 200%. Not sure. Those are, which one? I think those might be at the top of my watch list actually, because I did see some huge moves. I'll tell you the ones that are on the top of my watch list that moved the biggest. It's DWOC. DWOC's the one that moved the most, and UVXY. So those aren't huge, but those are the ones on my watch list that moved the most. I don't have a big watch list on mine, but yeah, DWOC's doing some crazy stuff, and I need to check the flow on that at some point. But EVOC, I'm not sure. Do you need me to check the flow for you for that? We can check it for you if you want. I won't be on too much longer. I'm gonna go over the Wayfair play, and I think that's about it. I had plans on doing Robinhood, but I mean the short story for that is I basically just bought some shares. So I bought some more shares for Robinhood because I like it as a long-term company. I think they can get bought out at some point, and I can make some money on it. Plus, I use their platform, so it is what it is. Does EVOC have contracts? I can look it up for you. Let me just get rid of the premium filter. So there's like decent activity on. Let me see if I can get like 2,500 just to get a better idea. This happened today at 10 o'clock. What's the chart looking like? EVOC. The EVOC, it got sold off the whole day. 86 cents. That's crazy. Let me also look at the levels on it. EVOC, we'll just get a better idea of the overall levels. Oops, this is not it. EVOC full chain breakdown. I mean, most of the volume is for like mid-May, so the 250s or the 520s, and a lot of people are buying the $2.50. These are cheap. These are what, 5 cents? That's pretty cheap actually. So what's really crazy about this play here is the open interest is 79 contracts, and then some people just started buying like 9,000 of them. The flow for the bullish, I mean, for the most part, it looks like it's a little slightly more bullish. Again, if you guys want to use the unusual whales, I'll put a link for it. You guys are welcome to. I think you can create a free account, and then if you guys want to upgrade later, you can. Let me see if I can find the link for you guys. But if you sign up, you can save a little bit of discount using my discount code. And it would help the channel too, but you would definitely get that discount for signing up. But you can create a free account if you want it. I would just create the free account, but use the link so that way that if you do sign up for like a subscription, then you can actually still apply for that discount. NASCAR, okay, in 2022 there were multiple 200 runners on 8, 9, 10, and today. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 3. Oh, I thought there was something there, but I guess not. Let me look at, so there's really no activity on the premiums here. The 15K order bullish on this is something here though. Let me read this correctly. For the $5,000 orders, there's 0 call premium and there's 59 put premium. Does that make sense? Well, the bullish premium is 28K. It's kind of even, to be honest. This is what's the bullish premium is 28K, but they're selling puts is what it looks like. It looks like it's bullish. That says 100% premium for 15K and above. We're just gonna go to the flow history and just take a look at. Wow, look at this. So evoke the 426, the call volume, they had 10,000 in call volume, only 500 in put volume. The call volume about 94%, but the bullish premium is only about 54%. So it was a legit catalyst news for AVCOG secured FDA market exclusive for nasal spray. Oh, okay. Let's look at the open interest. I'm gonna go straight to the overview and go down to. So these were the ones that we were talking about here, where it says 93% of the flow was bullish. Let's just expand that. Let's make sure. This is what's throwing me off. It says it's showing a lot of bearish flow in here, but up here it says 54%. Let's try to just narrow down some of this. That's too much money. I don't think there's a lot of liquidity going on in here. There's a lot of sweeps, which are good. They're bullish ones, but they're buying calls for 2.5. What is it at? 80 cents? I mean, they're cheap. 20 cents contracts. I don't know, this one, I'm just gonna watch it tomorrow, see where it's at. I'm just scared that it might fill this gap right here. But you've kind of seen that some stocks don't like to fill those gaps, right? So they gap up, they fake pump you like they're gonna fill it, and then they don't fill it. So, what do you think? I don't think he'll fill the gap. I think it's kind of, let's look at the short term, the short borrow fee rate on it, just to get an idea. Maybe I'm going on too much on this, but we'll just 6%, 6.7%. What's the float on this thing again? I'm not gonna be on too much longer because I gotta. Oh shoot, 31 million. So little baby float. I mean, it has a nice little run potential. It does. I just think getting back above $1 is going to be pretty strong resistance in general. So I don't know. I would watch it. I'm going to cover this last play before I get out. And this is Wayfair. Basically, the best thing, well, basically the reason, and I saved these trades. I saw these Wayfair orders come in, like huge orders. And actually, I'm going to put the 200K order here. This is one of my filters, and I mean, you could just see it if you want. I won't filter it by Wayfair, but I saw them come in around, what time did I see these come in? So this is like 4 o'clock here. I mean, there's so much flow, so you can kind of filter some of this stuff out as you like. This is where I caught the Home Depot play. Wait, no, that's the same one, but okay, there's so much flow. I'm going to show you guys Wayfair. I saw all these orders come in. I basically saw this one, these two. I posted it on my Twitter. So somebody bought $4.5 million. Somebody bought $4.6 million. So about almost $7 million. They're buying the $70 puts, and then they're buying the $80 puts. Like, this is like huge orders. Like, on average, this thing never gets this much volume. You can see these are like the huge orders. And on average, they get like 200, 400. Yeah, but mainly 200, about 250. But so yeah, so like to have like $7 million for puts for like mid-May, that basically like gave me an indication there's something going. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna be watching is this open interest to see if it increased. All the volume today hopefully carries over to the night for tomorrow. And the open interest will be around 9,000. So I would watch open interest on the chain breakdown for the 80s. And then this one I think had a really good volume compared to the open interest. So there was only like 800 contracts today, and then people were trading it 4,500 times. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow too. So hopefully there's like 5,000 contracts there on the open interest. And then also when I think Wayfair is going to be a great company to like buy puts on, especially since it got underneath the $80 level. But basically I'm going to show you quickly the minimum premium here. So bullish versus bearish, you can see heavily bearish here, about 70%. And all that's going to be for the mid-May 520. And it's going to be for the $70 puts, which basically aligns with all the stuff we just saw. And for the most part, even on the smaller premium charts, you can see they're still bearish on the 70s, and they're still they're still bearish on the 70s, and they're still bearish on the mid-May. So, and that's kind of across. You don't really see much bullishness on the smaller. So this is like the baby money, $5,000. You don't really see many bullish there. Here, you see some bullishness, but for the 80s, but yeah, clearly the bearish momentum is there. And then the bearish premium is about 66% for the 200K orders and above. And you can take a look at the dark pool orders, but just Wayfair is going to be bearish. And these are the top most active chains, and you can see they're just all puts. So regardless, people are just getting puts for Wayfair. Let's take a look at the open interest. There's like for some reason this one has the most active, but you can see the next three are all puts. I'd like to go to the overview page and go over here to the biggest option trades. So that's going to be some of these here. Yeah, so here's the ones that we were talking about. So the puts for $80, yeah, it's the same one. Puts for $80 by mid-20, 4.5 million. So yeah, pretty bearish on Wayfair. And even the most active chains, you can see most of it is bearish. At least the most active ones, the top three. The very first one is kind of in the middle, but this is really where it's trading at right now. So I wouldn't follow that one too much, you know. I'd be more worried about the $70 puts. I think that's the one that I bought. I bought these here actually. I think I bought mine for like $550. So yeah, let me just wrap up the Wayfair As far as like charting and stuff, don't really have much on the charts. I would just say watch the OBV. Obviously just breaking underneath 80, I think that's the big thing, and we actually like closed underneath 80, so that's why I'm pretty confident going into the rest of the week. And also we have plenty of time on those contracts. But this is basically, oops, this is not what I want to show you. We basically got rejected at this level here, so nice resistance here. It was a nice support, but now we're actually like breaking down, so I think tomorrow will be a pretty important day for it in general. So hopefully we can break down, getting underneath this level here, and then we'll see some pretty decent downsides. So that's what I'm seeing for Wayfair on the OBV daily time frame, and we're really trading at we're really trading at 2020 levels. So yeah, see right here, this is basically the support that's basically held it for this, I mean, IPO levels and stuff, or not IPO, but pre-pandemic levels is what I meant to say. Basically been the support of it, and it's finally breaking. So I think $56.57 is going to be in the books here, about right there. Well, that's 57, yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for that. Let me read some comments really quick. I think Kaval, FDA news on 2/3 is similar catalyst to the news Evok had today, and they both were trading below $8 and nearly identical shares outstanding. Did we talk about this one last time? I don't remember talking about this one actually. I think somebody in Discord probably talked about this one. So this one doesn't have any volume. And it's underneath the monthly level here. Like $1.50, I think it's going to be a resistance, but Evok has retraced enough to consider a buy. I'd be especially interested in Evok if it pukes into the open tomorrow. Look at that 68 level on the previous support level. Could be a good spot to buy. Let's look. Yeah, that would be a good spot to buy. I like it here. The only thing is, do you think it comes down and fills the gap completely? I feel like the closer it gets to this gap, so this is our gap right now, right? This is our gap. I feel like the closer like the stock trades into the gap, the more it wants to like actually come all the way and fill it. What do you think? I would watch it at, I think 64 to be good place, right? But wouldn't like 50 be more better? I don't know. It did have really good volume though. That's crazy. 215 million. But I think most of it was short volume. Was it short volume? They kind of just beat it down all day. Well, it didn't really sell off that bad, honestly. It was really that first 15 minutes. Like in the first 15 minutes, it lost about, let's see. Yeah, it lost about 23% in the first 15 minutes. The rest of the day, it didn't really sell off. Okay, it did sell off another 20%, but I mean, the first 15 minutes is when people just like started slamming it down. Let's look at this, because give it a nice little, I don't know, man. Do you think this is a good play for tomorrow? What are you going to be watching? You're going to be watching this one. I'll keep it on one of my charts. Usually have like 4 or 5 charts posted, and then I kind of play the stuff that I like. I was in bought at 8:31 a.m. That central? Oh, okay, hold up. It opened here at 107. You were down. I don't have extended hours. You bought it down here at 55-ish is what you're saying. Then you sold it where, like... That's insane, bro. Do you have like a ticker scanner or what do you have? I don't know, maybe I need to get a ticker scanner, you know. There's a new... Oh, pre-market. Okay. Yeah, I'm scared of the pre-market stuff, and I just kind of do the options now. You can't trade options on the pre-market anymore, or you never could, but so yeah, I think you can, like, just trading options and having leverage is a lot better than trading stocks. The only thing with stocks though is, you know, you can hold those forever technically. So with options, you know, you can lose all your money. Oh, gotcha. You got TD Ameritrade. I have a TD Ameritrade account too. I don't really use it. I just buy stuff and just hold. But they do have a nice platform. I guess I'm about to wrap up the video if anybody doesn't have any more questions. Robinhood, I like Robinhood. Like I like Robinhood. On the 15-minute, I just like it because it's got earnings coming on Thursday. And if you guys remember last earnings, let's look at last earnings. It did this crazy thing, and then after that, it started going on this run. So about 50% run. Like it went from 10 or 11 all the way to 15.5. So we're basically down at these levels again. And what was it? Did they have short interest or something? Let me make sure. But no, I like Robinhood as a long term. No, they don't have any. I mean, the interest is nah. Interest is the borrow fee rate. Interest is alright. But what is this? GGG. Okay, no. I kind of lost myself. No, I do like Robinhood though. Do you guys like Robinhood? Sorry, I'm distracted by this song. This is a good song. It's dope, bro. It's called Footsteps of Doom. I'm gonna share it to you guys about that. I'll share it to y'all. Put it in the stream. Copy song link, because I don't think it's coming in too loud, but I'm gonna share it with y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Oh, you know what? We'll take a look at the... I'm gonna take a look at the hood options since I'm here. Man, tomorrow I'm not gonna be as active on the trading stuff, but there's nothing in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. So NASCAR all out. Just over the last week, I bought CYN, Volvo, and within minutes of their PR drops. You just got to be really quick in deciphering if the PR is legit or not. And if you think it's good, you just jump in with your with your eyes closed. Jeez, you crazy, man. You crazy. I respect it though. Let me look at some of this option flow. Look at this. Nice little 43 $10.50 call put for next week. I might get some. Is Robinhood's earnings tomorrow or when is it? Just remember TNON probably open around 15 and run to 50. Bro, that'd be insane. I'm gonna be looking out for it for sure. Are you gonna wake up at 4 a.m.? Where's Robinhood? Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna probably get some Robinhood calls. I'm gonna look out for it, NASCAR. I got you. I hope it does good for you, man. I like Robinhood, man. Look at this. This order flows towards the end. It's bullish. The only thing with those trades though is like I'm scared of bag holding, bro. That's why I don't like trading penny stocks and stuff. because then I'll back hold. But I do like this play here. I think it's a spread. Let's see. So they're buying the $10. Oh, I don't know what this is actually. They're buying $10, $50 calls. They're buying puts. Oh, that's right. IPO. Yeah. They open like around midday, like around lunchtime, yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bro. You can't be messing up with the beauty sleep. You gotta keep the beauty sleep. This one's a clean order here. $10 for... I guess the other one was something crazy because you did the you did get up early for the other one, the Genius. Man. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it, guys. If nobody has any questions, I'm gonna be watching a couple things tomorrow. Like I said, Ggpi, I'm gonna be looking to get just shares. Anything around 10, 50, around anything less than that, I'll be looking to get some more shares. What else? I think tomorrow we have a nice relief bounce. And then Thursday, definitely watch out for the Germany European economic data, the CPI stuff. I've kind of already hedged myself with that by getting some puts on EWG. And then the other plays that I'm watching, these are longer dated plays. They're puts. I think May is going to be bearish in general. So I'm doing some puts on Wayfair because of those huge orders that I showed you guys. And yeah, check me out on Twitter. If you guys want to follow me there. I post like stuff in there pretty frequently. Tomorrow I won't be so active, but yeah, check that out. And then you can check out the unusual wells if you were interested in that. It's basically the tool that we used. So yeah, do that. And also yeah, I'm gonna just play that, see if you guys like that video, but I think that's it. Oh, I'm gonna be watching Wayfair, right? And Home Depot. I'm gonna be watching Home Depot, and then Robinhood. So actually, let's pull over. Is there anything on here that you guys like? I don't know what happened with Microsoft at the end. I think they raised their guidance, so they ended up flipping everything up. So I think tomorrow should be like a decent day in the market again, which I maybe should have brought that up earlier. But yeah, I think tomorrow we have a nice relief bounce. I'm actually excited to see Spotify's earnings because that's a company that I want to buy long term. So I just think they have a good product, and I've already paid for their subscription. So you kind of want to pay for stuff that want to invest in stuff that you believe in or products that you use. And like the possibilities with them is actually bigger than people think, but I might just make a separate video on that if people are interested. I don't think this one gets too much credit, and I don't think it's been what's it trading at? I think it's like at $100, which is actually a very good entry point. But I do want to save cash in case we do have a nice real flash crash and stuff. Let's go to the daily. I really like Spotify though, and I'm not talking about the Joe Rogan deal. I like the product because they have like, I guess, like events and stuff. Like they're incorporating music videos in their platform. You know, they have the podcast. They have a lot of potential. So I think that would be really cool. And yeah, so that's that. And I think, yeah, that's really the only one I'm watching in the morning. And then Facebook is gonna get smacked because of Google's ad revenue and stuff that was just not good. That has to do with like Ukraine and Russia and stuff. PayPal, I'm gonna be actually watching Square. So Block, I'm gonna be watching Block. And then the chips and stuff, I also be watching those as well. But I'm gonna say I'm bearish because Texas Instruments, like, they did terrible and their guidance is terrible. So I just want to do, I want to do a video on just these, but it's probably too late. We're kind of midweek, and by Thursday most of the earnings will be done anyway. I think what I'll do is Thursday or Saturday, I'll see if I can do a live stream, or Sunday, and we can actually get ready for next week's earnings. And I might have those handy Let me see if I can pull them up really quick. But I might have those handy on me. Let's see, earnings. And we'll go to next week. Let's see, how do I go to next week? There should be a way for me to go to next week. Let's see. I know there's a way. This is for 5/5. I'll take a look at the chart, or at the yeah, I'll take a look at these later. But yeah, I'll try to do a live stream Saturday or Sunday, and we can actually get ahead of the week and, you know, prepare ourselves for the earnings next week. And we'll take a look at the options flow, and we'll just spend the whole day just doing some DD and stuff if you guys want that. So yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap up the video. Definitely, man, huge week. Twitter, I think Twitter is gonna be just like it does. The earnings don't matter at this point. So Amazon, Apple, huge. I think I don't really know what to expect, to be honest, for these. These are toss, you know, flip coins really. So yeah, definitely watch. I think Robinhood should do good. Well, I don't think they'll do good this quarter, but I think their guidance or their forecast for the next quarter should be good, because they have a lot of stuff they rolled out this, and I might just do a video on Robinhood in general. Oh man, that's gonna be a good one. So yeah, because they finally rolled out a whole bunch of stuff, and crypto wallets, everything, you guys name it. And then oil, I definitely probably will play oil. I think I'll start getting some stuff going into Friday, so I'll pick up some stuff on Thursday. Intel with the Micron and everything. I just think the chips are gonna do bad, so just be kind of careful, because you saw Texas Instruments today, and they guided down. So Nvidia got slammed, AMD got hit. Qualcomm though, I don't know, they've always been impressive. So that's one that definitely, I think do they pay a dividend? They might pay a dividend, I don't know. I do like Qualcomm though. I think Nvidia and Qualcomm are the better chip leaders. So yeah. And then for PayPal, I won't be watching PayPal. It is really cheap though, but I'm more interested in Square. I've always loved Square, so I just think it's a great company. And, you know, I mean, obviously they're pivoting over to crypto, but I just think it's a better company anyway. But yeah, this thing is pretty cheap right now. PayPal, I don't know, are you guys interested in PayPal? Let me just look up Block. I want this thing. If this thing comes down to like 80 or something, I could see myself buying it. I think the only thing is they don't have that much growth projected anymore, right? But I think that might be slept on too though, because right now their growth projections aren't that great. Like let's go to Square. I think their growth projections aren't like huge for the year, but I don't know if people are like taking into account. So yeah, like their growth for this year, like this was like, I was looking at this last year and they only had like 6% growth. So, but I think it's just because people maybe aren't considering like the crypto side of stuff. Like if you go to Square stock, if you go to their website, they're like already expanding into a whole new like sector or subsidiaries of their thing. I think you click on this. I think you click on different sides of the block to see different things. For that one, it's weird what they've been doing, but where is their sectors? Yeah, there we go. The Square. So the Square is the little terminals that they use. Cash App is more like it's gonna do like, yeah, basically all these things. And then they have like I don't know what this is, a Ggpi. So yeah, they're just building a whole bunch of stuff, and I think it's gonna be more than just a fintech company. They're doing like, what is this, Spyro? I mean, you can click on these, but yeah, Cash App is gonna include like PayPal stuff, you know, and they could eventually become a bank, right? I think, but yeah, they're making Bitcoin stuff. So yeah, they could eventually become a bank. They already have stock, like you can buy a couple stocks. It's not great. They have like a music thing. Okay. So anyway, I think Square has just a lot more potential than PayPal. So I like them. But I don't know when their earnings is. Is their earnings this week? So yeah, I'll be looking out for PayPal's earnings. That's gonna reflect Square or Block, however you want to call it. And then MasterCard, actually, they should do good. Visa reported today. They're up after hours. Ford is another one that I might be watching just because I am kind of interested in the electric EV trucks. So I don't know. You guys let me know if there's anything on here before I guess log off. So next week for sure though, or this weekend, I'm gonna try to do a live stream. So if you guys aren't subscribed, just click the subscribe button, and we're gonna spend like a couple hours. I don't know. I don't want to scare you guys, but we'll go over a few stocks that you guys would be interested in going into. We'll also look at the unusual whales flow, and we'll try to get ahead of the game. So definitely subscribe if you want. If not, it's all good. Pinterest though, I think that's also gonna be a sleeper. It could go down. This one's gonna get smacked, I think, because I think they have ads. So ad revenue and everything. You already saw Google stuff today. So bearish. Where's Facebook? Bearish. Yeah. So Wednesday, tomorrow's gonna be huge. And then Twitter will be a dud. Earnings, it doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh shit, this is my song right here. I think that's it, guys. Do you have any questions? I'm about to head off. I gotta go take a shower and get ready for some stuff tomorrow. But yeah, Qualcomm, I'll be watching. PayPal for Square. Spotify should do, no, I'm not saying it should do good, but I'll be watching them so I can get maybe a position because I like them. Amazon, Apple, I think, are you guys bullish on those or not? I definitely will be watching oil. So stuff that I can confirm right now. Thursday, I'll be looking to get some calls on either Chevron or Zom. Not exactly sure. I'm going to still look at the options chain. Wednesday, tomorrow I won't be trading that much, but Thursday I will probably just be watching MasterCard, playing it off of the sympathy for Visa. And then Roku, I'm just gonna say it. I'm bearish, alright? And that's because of Netflix, but they could always surprise. I actually got puts for this when it was like 110. I got puts up here. Wait, not up there. I got puts down here. I sold them for profit. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you want, but I think I sold them for profit. I wish I would have held them, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Gonna also watch my plays that I called out, Home Depot and Wayfair puts on those, but hopefully those turn out good for me. So since nobody has any more questions, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Appreciate those that did tune in. Wasn't many of you guys today. It was just NASCAR. Appreciate you, man. And Paul, I think that was the first time he showed up, so I do appreciate you showing up, man. And I think we had one more guy come in here. Oh, Blue Hefner. Yeah, I appreciate him showing up for a little bit. I think he just came in real quick and dipped, but regardless, it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up, y'all. Hope you guys have a great evening, and as always, keep moving forward. Peace.